AJ Brown. Tio. AJ Brown. Tio. Who's got the better hand? See what I did there? It's honestly a coin flip. Oh, yeah. But I honestly think our guy, AJ Brown, has the advantage. You guys know, as soon as AJ Brown became a Philadelphia Eagle, if you don't, start watching our weekly show on Wednesday nights. My name's Dalton from 302 Birds. I said to Jack, AJ Brown is going to be a better wide receiver for the Philadelphia Eagles than Terrell Owens. Through 43, 45 games, flashing up the stats, you can see he's pretty much right there with him. But because it's the offseason, and what the heck else is there to do? I figure, why not? Let's check it out. When you compare the two guys through about 75-ish games, it's looking pretty good. AJ Brown through 77 games, 379 receptions, 5,947 yards, and 42 tutties, averaging 15.7 yards per reception. That is a modern-day wide receiver if I've ever seen one. And then Tio, who was so revolutionary for his time. The thing I want to hone in on, look at the touchdowns for him. 43 touchdowns. That's insane. That is nuts. That he still has more than A.J. Brown in the modern-day NFL where they pass it so much more. I just think, hey, that shows how good Terrell Owens was in his time. To you old Eagles fans who remember, shout out to you guys. 319 receptions, though. A lot less yards. This is where I think the advantage for me is in AJ. It's just pure productivity. 4,758 yards and averaging 14.9 yards per reception. Stacking up AJ versus Tio, it's clear. Brown is the modern-day wide receiver, the modern-day sensation, like I said. The wide receiver all Eagles fans have been waiting for. We all remember those Fulgham days. Fulgham, yeah, Travis Fulgham. You guys know if you know. But A.J. Brown, speed, check. A.J. Brown, agility, double check. A.J. Brown, strength, triple check. I mean, he's basically Julio 2.0. We've seen the pictures of the guy in the locker room. He dances past defenders like they're standing still. And talking about route running, just wait till he gets with Kellen Moore. It's going to be like they implant a USB GPS into his brain that's always finding the perfect path to the end zone. Like I just mentioned, he's Julio 2.0. Have you seen the size of the dude? He's built like a tank. We've seen him bulldoze through defenders. He snatches the ball out of the air like taking candy from a baby. Seriously. The guy is a veteran already. Comparing him to Tio, I think Tio is still insane for his time, but the fast-paced, high-flying NFL wide receiver, that modern wideout that the NFL is looking for nowadays, A.J. Brown pretty much checks every single box. I seriously think he's up there with Tyreek Hill as a whole for that QB sense. You know what I mean? That QB IQ that they talk about. Hey, in the end zone, finding you. Hey, where do you need me? This isn't my route, but let me get open. That. A.J. Brown has that. Stats-wise, though, like I just showed you guys, like I just flashed up, I mean, the pure advantage is obviously to A.J. Brown. Tio's still one of my favorite players. I don't have an A.J. Brown jersey yet, but I don't want to curse it. You guys, some of you fans out there are probably like me. You're sus about buying certain players on the team because you don't want to be the reason that they get traded or bad luck, things like that. Not going to be that guy. So just thank me in advance. Okay? Thank me in advance. Right now is a good time to tell you guys, if you haven't, drop a subscription, please. I'm working really hard on these videos. A ton of you guys seem to enjoy them. So drop a follow, drop a like, whatever social media outlet you're on. Check us out at 302 Birds. We're all on there. And like I mentioned before, come to our weekly show Wednesdays at 9 o'clock. All right, enough advertising. Off the field, AJ versus Tio is a very interesting debate. They both had their fair share of issues, but Owens is definitely makes it different magnitudes. We all remember in the driveway, doing the push-ups, doing the sit-ups, with the cameras there. That was a lot. That was not good for the team. On the other hand, A.J. Brown's controversies, A.J. Brown's off-the-field issues are pretty much Twitter beefs. And half the time, it's about him changing his profile picture. The other half of the time, it's about his likes. And then the third half of the time, it's about who hacked who. So, as far as all that goes, I do think that AJ Brown gets misunderstood a lot. That's definitely for sure. But off the field, I mean, they both have their fair share of issues, like compared to most wide receivers in the NFL. I'll admit that I won't be biased. But AJ Brown is the star wide receiver for the Philadelphia Eagles right now in this age of the NFL. That's not an easy task to do. I'm just saying. So give the guy some credit. I think he holds it very well and he holds his composure under pressure. Love AJ Brown. But wrapping it up, all in all, I mean, comparing the stats, Terrell Owens is a Hall of Famer. But what I found very interesting is not only does AJ Brown have better stats right now through the 75-ish mark game, AJ Brown also has more Pro Bowls, 3 compared to 1 with T.O. And Pro Bowls, AJ Brown has 2 compared to 1. So, I mean, the dude is already on a Hall of Fame trajectory because Terrell Owens is one of the greatest wide receivers, if not the greatest wide receiver in the NFL. So some of my key takeaways is AJ Brown is the clear-cut better wide receiver. If you're one of those old head Eagles fans and you still don't want to believe it, send this video to your friends. Get your friends to comment on it. Let me know what you guys think. If you agree with me, if you disagree with me, let me know in the comments. It's all go Birds. That's one thing. We're all friends on a Sunday. But I think because more receptions, more yards, a better yards per reception by a lot, AJ dusts Terrell Owens. So overall, I'm taking AJ. The one thing I do want to say that I got to give credit where credit's due, AJ has one less touchdown than T.O. T.O. has 43 touchdowns, and he did that during his time. That's not easy to do. So all in all, let me know what you guys think. Like I said in the comments, it's always God bless, go Birds.